Man, I gotta do this video standing up because basically finished up with opioid withdrawal. I'm gonna be honest, I was pretty scared, especially with all the stuff that was going on, making me feel some type of way, as it would anyone, believe me. But yeah, I made it through. Well, it's the last day of the accused. Really, it takes a month, but second week sucks in its own unique way. But you know, it's still an accomplishment getting through the first week. It's definitely by far the worst. God, it's so bad, so bad. But yeah, hopefully I'll never have to do that again. That's the goal. Yeah, man, I've been in and out of that so much. I'm so god dang tired of it. But anyways, also lungs seem to be healing well. I mean, it's still gonna take some time before I could be off oxygen for sure. And it would be nice to, take a walk. I guess I'm gonna take the portable one and have a walk outside, especially now, feeling a little bit better, progressively. And so what I gotta talk about today? Oh, of course, Greg. My addiction to benzos, which started out, man. I think, to be frank, things got just been so blurry and so insane and hectic. It's hard to even remember because I'm always like, I'm literally always putting out fire, always. And when I say fire, I mean fire, like for real. Okay, like I know we all have problems, but well, like I said, I'm not gonna try to be say my problems are worse than yours, because I have no fucking idea, and who the fuck cares? But the point is, yeah, I've putting out significant fires. They no joke. So, anyways, I think this whole thing started getting serious because I've been on and off benzos for a while, and obviously me being the person who always researches and knows stuff. Basically, if you don't take them every day, if you're reasonable, if you just take them as needed, go off, like just, you're straight. But if you start taking them every day, if you start taking a good dose, which I build up to so fast, a solid dose. I mean, nothing insane until, except for this probably like 3 week period maybe. Anyways, the point. So again, this fucking rambling. So point is, I think it started. It was like the second month being on steroids. I couldn't take the effects anymore. I was super super depressed, and it just started getting dependent and then addicted to them. Even though now they give me high, they just take away. That's all they do. They take away from the pain. They numb you out. They make you stop thinking about, you know, all of the horrors I was witnessing, and they don't help directly with pain, but they at least make it a bit more manageable because you're not caring as much about that. So I don't know why my skin is peeling right here. What the hell I don't know. Anyways, I've never. That is weird, man. Maybe it's the antibiotic side effect, because you get some weirdo stuff sometimes just from the internet. That may be it. Anyways, so and then after that month I stopped the steroid. I'm like, I gotta get the hell off this. Okay, I'm already in. You know, I'm already in. Like I said, you're in 2 weeks. You're in. You're gonna get withdrawal, man. It's absolutely insane. And for something that seems so compared to other drugs, so small and insignificant, like it's just like, oh, you pop it, and it's like, oh, you relax a little bit. Oh, you feel like it has the worst withdrawal. It's the hardest to get off of, and it causes the worst things when it comes to your behavior on it. You have blackouts, and you just do horrible things. You just lose all your inhibition, and just, man, to be frank, there was a time I didn't remember pretty much anything for 2 months. Like I said, just straight addicted, and it's just like you don't even know you're addicted. It's like you just keep taking it more and more, and it's like you're so fucking out of it. You don't even realize what's happening once you reach a certain point. Like I've used, pretty much everything, and I've never been able to it's never stuck. But this is just, it's so shocking that this out of everything is the one that's giving me all these horrible problems. And like I said, I'm absolutely so sorry for the hurt that has caused others that were in this at times. Most of the time I was just zonked out, minding my own business, and it wasn't doing things. But then, man, if sometimes just randomly I would just do something crazy because it just kills your inhibitions. And if someone was a situation where I would be calm and collected and handle it, if on benzos, you become like a little kid, like with no self-control. It's just horrible. It's just like I'm trying, and then obviously I start seeing this as like, okay, I'm tapering off, which I did, and I was in the process of that. The most tragic thing I've ever seen in my life. I upped them extremely because I couldn't take it. It was very traumatic, and what I should have done is gotten into serious counseling, because that's the only thing that can be done with something that intense. Obviously, I'm not gonna go into it because it wasn't me. But after that, went up, but then half that, and then went to rehab. Now I'm half of the other dose, so it's like I've that's very significantly less than when I was trying to taper off. So that's a very good thing, and I've never been more determined to get off of it, because to be frank, it was very hard to do a taper. They said stuff's still going on. I still have this fear of dying. It's a very complicated situation. I had this fear of dying, which was a lot of it. I mean, that's what they give you if you're dying, is benzos. I was just randomly watching Ingmar Bergman interview, and he had this disease. It didn't seem like he was gonna make it, and they just pumped it. It's like he was taking like 11 Valium a day. And I didn't know that was gonna be mentioned in that interview. It's just like, but yeah, that's what they do. So I was just medicating myself like that. Like I'm dying. I definitely, I don't see any hope. Just numb myself out until whatever. And then there's just all this other personal stuff going on. I can't get into. It just made it just. So anyways, I just got hooked, and there's no excuse, and I blame myself fully. Again, this is not me just saying this. Like, whenever you're a man, you just have to always blame yourself fully. It's just part of it. If you want to be a man of any caliber, at least. So, they say, for everything, I blame myself. Everything. And that's part of being pure. So, I mean, not everything. Of course, if someone just comes up and punches you, there's always exceptions. But for the vast majority, even the average person would say, "Oh, I have excuses." Like, no, I don't have excuses. I did what I did. I thought it was only affecting myself, and ended up hurting others. Sick, terrible, all I can say is I've learned. All I can say is I'm going to be off hopefully soon. And this, it's very serious that I'm going to get off of this. I've never been, uh, I'm so determined, and I will. So, yeah, I got addicted, and I knew way back, everyone was popping Xans. It was this thing, and it's like, I like mildly addicted then too. So it's like, I knew I had a problem with this. Like, I'm like, this is actually the substance I have a problem with. And I still play with that fire. And all I can ask for forgiveness, because it has made an already very intense and bad situation all the more worse. And again, I take full responsibility, and I'm sorry. I'm also sorry to myself, for just, I have to have some sorry for myself too, even though I take, it's just, you have to understand, it's just, I'm trying to figure stuff out, and I made a mistake, and it's just, now I'm fixing that mistake, but it's just, there's no way in this life that you're not going to hurt people, especially when you're in these extreme circumstances. And you never know what the other person is going on. It's just hurting other people, and people that are not mature in certain areas, and are learning. And it's just, that's how it is. Life is, it's just, I don't know. I think you know what I'm saying. So, but anyways, the more I get off them, the more people say that I'm myself again. So it's like, when I fully get off of them, not only will things be so much easier when it comes to just being what I want, pure, honorable, masculine, stoic, which is what I'm trying to just make myself iron, that's the goal right now. Iron and making some money. But so once I'm fully off, and man, it's been over 6 months, so it's, once I'm fully off, man, I'm gonna feel completely different. Not to mention the other problems I mentioned in my last video that I'm gonna solve. It's a lot. So it's like a lot of suffering. A lot of suffering, and then that suffering is gonna go away. And guess what? You're gonna feel. I'm gonna feel like $1,000,000, hopefully. So, man, I like this video because I just like to hear myself talk. I really do. I really do. I mean, about myself, but more so higher topics, and we'll get into that. Because I can talk for hours and hours and hours about stuff, and it's like, people get school of whatever age, if they're humble enough and they implement it, and it's good advice. What can I say? I watch and I learn and I obsess and I think over and over in my mind this stuff. Like, I'm no genius, but it's just do just over and over. But I'm smart enough, that's for sure. And just being able to just think about these things over and over and over, and take it this seriously, and take this life seriously, because you have to think, or you're just gonna be programmed. I'm the opposite of programmed. I am not with this current society, not in the slightest. And to be frank, it's a bit depressing and a bit hard when I see how people are. And people always been trash, but at the same time, things have gotten, things are out of control right now. The amount of confusion is just, I don't think this world has quite ever I mean, that's a big statement, but not, it's just, the point is it's insane out there. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get this done. No problem. I don't know quite how long it takes, because it's like I'm literally maybe doing it so slow that I'll be on like half a pill of Ativan for a month. Like they taught me how to do this at rehab. Like, and they said, look, it's not a punishment. Don't go too fast. It's the best. If it's too much for you, go slower. And so I'm not so concerned about it's gonna be that I'm not gonna be able to function, because I'm just gonna be in this withdrawal like for months. It's not gonna be like that. I should be stable. So that's it. Another video done with the acute opioid withdrawal. Man, tomorrow I'm gonna give a wild video, and I'm gonna put up a timeline. I'm just gonna do it real fast to illustrate, and I'm just I love this documentation, because I know I'm gonna look at this years from now, and